How the rich lived in every historical era. 1. We start almost a million years ago. In the Stone Age, the only currency was survival. Your greatest asset was a strong group and good shelter. Most people lived solely by hunting and gathering. Whoever had a solid stone axe and meat reserves dried over the fire won the lottery of life. In those days, luxury simply meant finding a cozy cave and making it to the next morning. There were no cities, shops, or paychecks like the ones we have today. 2. We head back to 3300 BC. When humanity discovered bronze, the world accelerated. Brand new tools appeared, cities began to expand, and the first empires rose on the map of the world: ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, and the lands of modern-day China. Wealth stopped meaning mere survival and started depending on the control of resources. Whoever controlled copper or tin mines or fertile grain fields held the economy in their hands. The Bronze Age saw the creation of the first trade routes. People paid with cows, grain, and even beer. Whoever had large granaries could sleep peacefully, but the wealthiest owned rare goods such as gold, silver, ivory, or lapis lazuli. It was then that the richest began building houses out of brick. 3. Iron Age. When iron was discovered, it turned out to be almost everywhere and didn't need to be imported from afar. It became the primary raw material because it was cheap and significantly stronger than previous materials. Rulers began building massive armies, and large-scale conquests began. Fortunes were won by the sword, and the turning point was the appearance of the first coins. The last king of Lydia, Croesus, accumulated so much gold that to this day we call someone as rich as Croesus. It was in antiquity that money began to rule entire regions. 4. In the Middle Ages, whoever owned land owned everything. Feudal lords lived in massive castles, and their tables groaned under the weight of meat and wine, while peasants toiled hard in the fields. Rulers granted land to the nobility in exchange for protection, and peasants, in return for food and a roof over their heads, maintained the entire hierarchy. During this period, large population concentrations caused outbreaks of plagues that spared no one, regardless of wealth. 5. Modern era. Humanity embarked on massive expansion. Age of Discovery opened the oceans, and wealth began to be born at sea and in banks. Modern capitalism was born. Large-scale trade between continents took off, and the symbol of those times became giant merchants and bankers, such as Jacob Fugger, whose fortune, adjusted for modern money, rivaled the largest contemporary billionaires. 6. During the Industrial Revolution, instead of land, smoking factories, machines, and railways connecting cities together were what mattered. John Rockefeller built an empire on oil and became the first billionaire in history. However, this was also a time of giant contrasts. The palaces of billionaires bordered the misery of workers, laboring a dozen hours a day in terrible conditions. 7. Today's wealth is broadly understood. It can be algorithms, patents, code, and modern technology. In today's world, you can get rich quickly, but you can also lose everything just as fast. Every era brings its own challenges, but also positive aspects. And you, in which era would you want to be born and see what it was really like? Maybe you'd prefer to wait for the future?